Hi, this is Barry J. McDonald here, and I'd like to welcome you to today's episode from Rightcom.com. And today's episode is titled, If You Want to Fly, You Gotta Jump. Now, how I came upon this title and how I came up with this episode was from looking back on my own life. This past 2 years, I've made so many jumps, and I've become more productive by following this path of jumping first and trying to fly on the way down. And it had come about from a book I had read a couple of years back by Dan Meredith, and it was the kick in the butt I needed to wise up and to cop on to myself. For many years I always thought that I needed to, have everything lined up and be perfect. I needed to know, the most amount of knowledge on this particular subject before I could tackle it. I needed to have the perfect website before I could actually sell anything on it. I needed to create or have the best equipment to record videos. I needed the best microphones. I needed this and I needed that. And I put all these excuses and these hurdles up in front of me for so long before I actually tackled anything. As I said on the blog post on the Rightcom blog, when it comes to taking flight, the majority of people will stick close to the ground. They'll run around flapping the wings because they'll only be a couple of inches off the ground. And, if they can't do it or if they fall over, it's no big deal on their ego. Nobody's seen it happening. And, but for other people, like, if you really wanted to fly, like, you're going to have to go up to the highest point. If it's your very first time taking flight, you're going to have to go up to the highest point and throw yourself off it. For some people, they may plummet to the ground. And they may just have a spectacular crash, and they might give the local gossips or the people who sneer at them, give them an opportunity to have a good laugh and point the finger and at their expense. Then for other people, then I would put myself in this category. You're going to find that they jump off and they start flapping the wings and they can't catch flight, and halfway down they're looking at the ground, getting closer and closer, and they're thinking, oh God, I'm gonna hit the ground, I'm not gonna do it. And then for some reason then it's in them, they just get this idea maybe just to hold the wings out, and before they know it, like, they're gliding to the ground. They haven't had the big spectacular flight that they thought, but they didn't kill themselves either. They made it to the ground safely. And it was from this fall that was, although it was scary at the first time they did it, when they got to the ground, they had so much excitement that, they're like a small child that, has gone down a slide for the very first time. They're racing around to the back and they can't wait to get up the ladder again, to do it all over again. And then you're going to find some people who maybe have the natural talent for flying or whatever they want to get into. The first time they do it, they just, they take off, and, that it's in them. It's a God-given talent, and, they soar higher than where they began from, like Beethoven's and all these different talented people in all these different areas. And for the majority of us, we're probably not in that. We're probably in the second category. But for some people, they think they need to have everything perfect. And sometimes you're better off throwing yourself into something, and even though, being naive and, not listening to what all you need, what are all the requirements that you need. If you're interested in being a fiction writer, the worst place you can do probably is to go around all the forums and, listen to all the stories and the tales and all this and tales of woe, and you need this and you need that. And you become like those people in those kind of forums where, they never actually tackle writing, they never publish anything, and, they constantly kind of saying, oh, it's a hard craft and stuff like that. Whereas if you were maybe naive and, he had never been to those places, you just sat down to your keyboard and just typed out a story, took it over to Amazon or whatever it is and published it, all of a sudden you're a published author. And you've got so much further than those people who, haven't taken the risks because they're looking for that perfect moment. They're looking for that perfect story or whatever it is, a perfect character to have in it, and they hold themselves back. So, like, for so long I was in that situation. I was always looking for the perfect website. I was looking for the perfect equipment to record videos. I was looking for the perfect microphone. I was looking for this or that. And then even my own self, then I always thought, well, I come across badly on video, maybe in audio. Do people like my Irish accent? And, all those different things, and it held me back. But I found when I threw myself into, things like that, that to me, I had no right to be there. But when I tossed myself into them, I found, I could do some of those things. Maybe some things I made mistakes, but I learned from those mistakes. And I learned quickly, when you toss yourself into something like that, it's like falling off the cliff. When the ground's coming closer, you need to find some way to slow yourself down. You need to find some way to glide to save yourself from that embarrassing crash at the bottom. So whatever you're doing today, think about, don't hold yourself back. Don't be looking for the perfect this or the perfect that. Just throw yourself headfirst into it and see what happens. And you're going to learn a lot about yourself. And you'll probably learn that maybe you have the God-given talent for this thing that you're trying to do, and you're going to soar. But you'll never know till actually do, because you're holding yourself off for that perfect moment. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Again, I've been Barry J. McDonald, and this has been today's episode from writecom.com. And if you'd like to know a little bit more about me, or if you'd like to read more of the great content I'm putting out on a regular basis, you're very welcome over to the Writecom blog. And the Writecom blog, I have a great video course at the moment for anyone who's interested in blogging, or who's trying to create content for their social media outlets, or whatever it is, the places they want to get in front of an audience. You can pick up that free report on the Writecom blog. So take care and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.